right, so we are on a road trip. My family is out of town, and while I miss them, I'm going to take advantage of me not having anything to do today, and we're going to drive to a course I've never been to before. Hilltop Disc Golf Course. I believe it's in Urbana, Ohio. It's about 30 minutes away or so. All right, so welcome to this road trip edition of Casual Friday. It's super windy, but we took a little trip about 35 minutes away or so from where I live up to Urbana to play the Hilltop course here. It's rated, I think, like a 4.1 on UDisc. So it's just gonna be a casual round here, and we'll walk through the course and have some fun. All right, hole 1, par 3, 240, straight up the middle. Ooh. All right, guys, appreciate you. Yep. Have a good one.
Thank you, man. That was a good line.
Thank you. All right, we'll tap this guy out real quick and move on. All right, so the park's a little bit busy, so I didn't really do much talking on hole 1. There's some other people filming there, so I didn't want to be in the way. But hole 2 straight up here, it's saying 200 feet, so we'll go with the Echo and just see if we can soft flex it up there. I just didn't flex it enough going up that hill like that. All right, got a uphill circle's edge putt here. About all I can do is try to hang it out there and see if that wind pulls it. Look at that. Pulls it over there like that. All right, hole 3, a par 3, 250, right up the middle, it looks like. I'm gonna shoot this right side gap and see if I can just throw it flat with my resistor. It's a little bit too much disc for this, but not by much. I wanna hit that hill and get that forward skip. I'm afraid if I go with the Pyro, I'll get too much of like a side skip. Want that kind of forward leaning skip. I put too much air on that. I had too much height. I was trying to go lower. All right, we're not gonna score very much if I'm giving myself nothing but 35-foot wind putts. Oh my gosh. I'm probably gonna have to switch to an Envy for putting. Yeah, it's so windy it knocked my camera over. So I've got the bag set up to hold it, but not much I can do here. Butterfly in the sky, man. I just barely let that go and it turned into a kite. It is windy. It is windy today. Gotta put some, close the camera again. I feel like each hole, after hole 1, I just keep moving back 5 feet on my putts. Got about a 40-footer downhill, headwind. See how that never even faded going into that headwind? All right, tap this guy out. Move on to 5. All right, hole 5, par 3, 250 feet. You can see it up there on the hill in between the trees. I would probably normally want to do a forehand, but that kind of plays over into hole 3 that we were at earlier, and there's some people there. So we're gonna go high hyzer up the right-hand side, and hopefully I don't go pushing into those trees on the right as soon as it's clear. Just a little bit low, didn't get that big skip. All right, a near perfect line there. I said just got down a moment too soon, which didn't allow it to skip the extra 10 feet. This is a 15 footer probably, so we should make this. Left to right wind. See if we can go Anheuser into it, or straight. And just an inch low. And then an air ball. The wind is in my head. That's one I would have really liked to have had. Hole 6, nice short little hole here, 175. You can see it right up there. Have to have the camera to the side so you can see this throw. Looks like the play is just like an entropy over a stable putter. Try to get around the right side of maybe this skinny dark tree and let it fade in hard because we got Mandos all along the left. Actually, I'm going to try to go even further right, I think, which means I should probably switch to a pyro. Switching to a pyro here because right of the tree I was planning on clearing, the next tree to the right of that, if I think I get by that, it's completely open and easy to fade in there if I just go spike hyzer around it. I just got to take a lot off this because it's only 175. Wind is coming left to right. Here we go. That's just not going to have enough room to skip. I liked the angle, I liked the height, but it just didn't give it time to skip. Let's try that entropy. We're going to try to go tighter, actually go around the left of that dark tree. It's got to get some luck though. Okay, the pyro was the right play. I didn't think that, for some reason I thought it was pretty short, but it's actually pin high. Another 18 footer probably. But we'll see if we can make an easy putt here. No excuses here because there's no wind in this part right now. There we go. That's why I like nice and solid into the basket. All right, hole 7 is a par 3. It's got to be up there straight on the hill, 275, so not long, but longer than most of the holes so far. The thing is, there's a juicy right-hand side. If you can get something to maybe just go as straight as possible. The problem is I want to throw a resistor at it, but that's going to fade me hard into the hill and get me left and short of the basket. But let's try a resistor shot up there, and then maybe even a crave on hyzer, because that might get up there and kind of go straight into the hill instead of fading down along the side of it. Well, see if I can hit a damn gap first. Accuracy has been pretty solid so far today on throwing. Yep, I didn't even hit the correct gap, so that's going to be even further left. Further left and short. We're going to try to go right through the forks in the tree and see if I can thread the tightest of gaps. Just short of it. Now I got an interesting putt there. I'm going to be right in the way of the camera, sorry, but ooh, footing is weird. Let's actually put that back down and mark it so I can stand on this root. Oh my gosh. Tough to get up here. We are on hole 8 here, which is significantly downhill and hard to the right. 305 feet. The problem is it's more right than what it is 305 feet, you know? So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with an Omen on forehand and just throw it at that rightmost evergreen. Well, the second from the rightmost evergreen, because I didn't see the one that's far right under there. Anyways, hyzer forehand. It's downhill, so I really just need to throw it straight and let this do its fade. This is a par 3, right? I don't know how you would birdie this. I've never played this before, so just see if we can do our part of not turning this over. Gotta hyzer this. That'll work. Yeah, see, we're out in the open now and there's no wind. Must have been a little front pushing through. But we got a, I don't know, 45 footer maybe for a birdie. All right, hole 9, par 3. Looks like almost the same exact shot as hole 8, except uphill. You can see this little gap of trees over here on the right. If you were really good, you could throw right at that. That is super tight. So I'm gonna go Spike Heiser, Omen, or I'm thinking maybe a, not Omen, but a time lapse, because it's uphill and I want to throw it kind of hard. All right, just gotta go over these trees and Heiser it. Man, this is uphill. Let me get out of the way of the camera. That looks pretty good. I think it was a little bit longer, not enough right, but we'll take that because that's not an easy fun shot. So it must have caught this tree. It's right here. We're still on fairway, I do believe. So we'll see if we can do a floaty proxy since there's no wind right now. Maybe a soft bid. Just gotta throw this under the branch, let it straighten out a little bit. That didn't straighten out at all. Let's try it with a watt. That was bad. That was way too much Anheuser. All right, so let's see if we can make one putt here. I'm telling you, the grip change, it's only been one day, but it's helping the putting for sure. Old wobbly, that just missed the chains. Oh, my 90s kids will know that was a 504 hand. Could have had that wobble. I'm such a dad. No wonder my kids starting to get embarrassed by me.